Nancy Pelosi has outperformed pretty much every hedge fund, stock brokerage, ETF, everything. I want you to watch this clip from CNN.
Nancy Pelosi became rich.
Why do you have to read that? We're here to talk about the 60th anniversary of Medicaid. That's what I agreed to come to talk about.
But I wanted
what that means in the election.
I wanted to give you a chance just to respond. He accused you of insider trading. What's your response to that?
That's ridiculous. In fact, I very much support the stop the trading of members of Congress. Not that I think anybody's doing anything wrong. If they are prosecuted and they go to jail. But because of the confidence it instills in the American people, don't worry about this. But I have no concern about the obvious investments that have been made over time. I'm not into it. My husband is, but it isn't anything to do with anything insider.
I don't know. Why do you think he asked that about her? Do you think he's covering his own butt?
I mean, as far as why he's asking it, it's anybody's guess. I would imagine that it's to create clips like that, because I can't imagine that a lot of people are watching CNN on a regular basis. And if the ratings for these types of shows and these types of channels and whatnot are all decreasing, then it seems to me like this is kind of like the only play that you actually have left. But the thing that's so unfortunate about the insider trading and the Congress people trading stocks is that this is like the secret unspoken rule of how to actually make money in Washington, D.C. Otherwise, I feel like a lot of these people wouldn't just go there for public service. It's how you make 10, 20, 30 times your income. But the reality is like the insider trading component, legally speaking, is not what they're actually breaking. It's just that they have so much information that it gives them an advantage inherently. They don't have to have some officer of the company tell them some secret and that they know it's going to go one way or the other. They are making the decision as to whether it will go one way or the other, which means that they're absolved from any of those laws. So she obviously doesn't care or pretends she doesn't care because she already made $280 million or whatever. And she's also 136 years old. So she doesn't care. But I saw Rick Scott saying the same thing. Rick Scott is like, oh, we shouldn't be against these people making money. And it's like, dude, Rick Scott is worth like over $500 million. I like Rick Scott, don't get me wrong. But it's like the problem is that this is the reasoning why people go in to public office and public service, is that they can enrich themselves with insider information that's not illegal. So it is a problem, but none of these people are ever going to vote to take away their own, money funnel.